Now, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. So let's get into it, you guys. And what's going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday night, and I intend on doing the exact same. Guess what, y'all? It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up. It's the first of the month. Okay, okay. Period. All right. Now, before we get into today's mess, let's talk about what we got coming up on the platform. Tomorrow night is Saturday night, which means it's Love in Marichan'sville night. So make sure you guys tune in to the platform. I will be going live right after tea tomorrow night for Love in Marichan'sville for the live review. On Sunday, be sure to tune in for the Real Housewives of Potomac's live review, which I'll be going live right after Married to Medicine. On Monday, the Whether You Like It or Not panel will be on Simply Sakina's platform as we talk about Sunday's episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Wednesday, we'll be back for the Chasing panel. And then on Friday, make sure you guys tune in to Boys Night Out featuring myself, Jamar, Josiah, T, and Maddie Rants. All right. So with that being said, you guys, that's pretty much all that we got for the church announcements. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the mess, honey. Now we're going to start this thing off with the first story, and that is Mr. Jussie Smollett, honey. All right. You know, he's been in the news for the last 2 years about the stuff that he did, you know, that fake ass hate crime that he put together and things like that. But apparently it says that his appeal to overturn his 150-day jail sentence has been denied. Okay, so let's get into the story. And of course, it's coming from the JasmineBrand.com. Now, it says that the TV actor Jussie Smollett recently took another hit in his pursuit to avoid jail time. Now, according to reports, the 41-year-old will still be required to serve the remainder of his 150-day prison sentence after a court judge denied his appeal to overrule the conviction. Now, as we previously reported, Jussie Smollett has been legally fighting to change his sentencing since earlier this year. His legal team reportedly argues that the entertainer's crime is being unlawfully handled, claiming that his protection from double jeopardy under the Fifth Amendment is being violated. If you recall, the Empire Star was found guilty back in December of the 2021 staging a hate crime against himself, though the initial 16 felony charges filed against him were eventually dropped. Now, the city of Chicago, where the hoax took place, filed new charges, leading to Smollett being convicted on 5 counts of disorderly conduct and given a 150-day prison sentence. Now, the actor's lawyers filed an appeal for a new trial shortly thereafter, which was ultimately denied. Smollett went on to serve 6 days behind bars before he was released while waiting on a decision from his appeal. In the most recent appeal, his attorneys reportedly added that since Smollett forfeited his $10,000 bond payment and agreed to complete 16 hours of community service following the charges, he should have never received the second conviction on the same crime. All I'm saying is this right here, boy, do that damn time. Do that time, because at the end of the day, I feel like if it was like a regular person and not a celebrity, they would have got way more time than what you got. Boy, do the time. You did the crime. You faked this shit. You had us all fighting for you, worried about you, all this other shit. So take the charge. Stop. Like, you wasting time. You could have been, served your sentence. You could have been out of jail by now, but you want to continue to play hardball. I don't understand you people who want to sit up here and do crimes, don't want to pay the fine, don't want to do the time, but you want to put us in a group text every time something happens. Absolutely not, my dear. Do that damn time. Do the time, because we don't really give a. You had no business doing that. No business doing that. So no, stay your ass in jail. Do that time like everybody else got to do. Period. You could have left us alone by now. Let's look at some of the comments. Someone said he could have been served that time by now. Someone said, what a waste of taxpayers' money. Go do your time. Exactly. Someone else said he could have been out. Leave us alone. Period. Someone said, child, just let it go. You tarnished your name. Go on a redemption tour after rehab like the white celebrities do, period. Okay. Someone said he could have knocked this 150 days out by now. Man up. Put your big girl panties on, sir, period. Someone says, I wish he handled this situation better. At this point, it's too late. Now he has to go to jail and have no career. I think he could have salvaged his career early on if he just told the truth. And that is my whole thing. Like, I really hated for him at the same time because I do feel like, he was an actor, he was on a popular show, and he was on the rise a little bit. But now he up any chance that he got for a career. If you would have only just took ownership of what the you actually did, then you wouldn't even be here. You wouldn't even be here in this situation. When all you had to do was just do your damn time. When all you had to do was just tell the truth. When all you had to do was not make up some Phaedra Parks elaborate ass lie to get attention. What was the point of you doing that? That's the part that I never could understand. Ain't no motherfucking way in. I'm finna sit up here and fake a whole kidnapping, fake a whole hate crime in 20-degree weather in Chicago, where it's cold as fuck outside of a damn subway. Ain't no time of the day for me to do that. Seriously, it's not. Ain't no way in the I could ever do some shit like that. What the fuck was on your mind when you decided to do it? That's the thing that that's the part that I'm really trying to see and understand here. What the fuck was on your mind when you decided to do this shit in the first place? Leave us, go away from us with this. That's all I'm saying. Like, go away from us with this. We don't give up at this point. Go away from us from this, honestly. Like, get the fuck on. Because you did this, so just do your damn time. Do your time and move the fuck on. Anyway, with that being said, we're gonna move on to the very next story because I don't foresee this Yes for the Mess being too long. Let's move on to the next story. Now, next story is this dummy right here, Toni. Toni, she was basically sitting up here calling out Beyonce, going off on her about whatever. And the next thing you know, Blueface's mama, who loves to be a part of something, she decides that she wants to hop in. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start the thing off with Toni, who went off on Beyonce. She went off on Beyonce talking about why you grooming our black children through your daughter and stuff like that. So let's listen to what her dumb ass got to say. Let's listen to that first.
Dear Beyonce, try again. Girl, please. Get out of here. Scripted, made up pieces and portions. Dear Beyonce, can you do me a favor? Can you go where Aldrich went to the moon? Go there. Build your house there with your husband and your kids. And she go with him. It's all over. Why are you grooming our black children through your daughter? I don't care nothing about your beehive. Those little demons will get sprayed down with my mouth. Pure holy water. How do you feel knowing you are the person who you are today? This is not a condemning. This is a fact. You are like an artificial plant, literally and figuratively. Dear Beyonce, try again.
What the fuck is she talking about? Artificial plant? And why are you trying to groom our black children through your daughter? Do you even have a relationship with your daughter? Your daughter don't even like you. So anytime you get your crack-brained ass in front of this camera and go live and say a bunch of stupid shit about people that don't even exist, it really be killing me. And then there are people that probably share the same mindset as you, right? That sit there and agree with some of the garbage that comes out of that dumpster filled mouth of hers. You don't make any sense. You're going to say Beyonce, how does it feel to know that you are the person that you are now? And this is coming from a person that ain't even down for the likes of Beyonce like that. Because I'm not no Beehive person. I don't be going up for Beyonce like that. I don't stand for Beyonce. The only people I stand for is Mary J. Blige, K. Michelle, and Monica, and Tevin Campbell. Them the motherfuckers I stand for. So I don't give a. But at the end of the day, like, what do you mean? How does she feel knowing that she's who she is? Mother, I think she feels great that she is who she is. Like, what are you talking about? How do you feel about being who the you are, Toni? How do you feel about that? You get your drunk ass on live talking about people. Your daughter don't even like you, and you're only famous because of your fucking daughter, right? Because I didn't know who the what is it? Tokyo Toni was until Black China came out, and I don't even know how the Black China even became damn popular. That's just how much I don't give a. But girl, what the fuck are you even talking about? And what was the point? Are you mad? Did your card decline? When you try to go to the show, did your card decline? Because that would sound like, it sound like you mad that your card declined. But anyway, girl, after Tokyo Toni said what she said, here's what
Dear
Blueface
Beyonce,
Mama said in the comments. Now let me pull this up. Now Blueface Mama said, girl, if you don't stop messing with Blue Ivy, she is proving that black children, she is proven the black children early work ethics through generational talent. Don't discourage her because she ain't out here getting pregnant and waiting to be nobody baby mama like us. Don't do her. Now, that is true. That is true. And I want to know if Tokyo Toni is going to respond to her because Carlissa is just as trashy, just as ratchet, just as ghetto, just as weird as she motherfucking is. So I want to know if she's going to respond to Carlissa. Because Carlissa is just as annoying and attention seeking as Tokyo Toni is. Like no shade. It's all facts, nothing else. Like she's just as fucking annoying as she is. So I would love to see this little battle right here. See two annoying ass, deadbeat ass moms going back and forth. Oh girl, that's something to get into, baby. It's really something to get into because I would love to see it. Okay, like but at the same time, you can tell that this is a video where there ain't really that much to talk about, honestly, because it really ain't that much to talk about. Like this was supposed to be a live, but I was like, this ain't nothing to talk about. All I'm saying is like, girl, shut up. Like you sitting up here at the day's end going live talking about somebody else's child when yours don't even like you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to keep bringing it up too, but it's just the truth. But anyways, we're about to go ahead and get into the next story because I'm tired. Tokyo don't even deserve all my time. Let's get into Jeezy and Jeannie May. Okay. Now, here's the first thing. This is the first story that came out. Okay, now Jeezy accused Genie May of gatekeeping their daughter while seeking legal action to implement custody schedule, right? Here goes. Now, tensions between Jeezy and Jeannie May are causing them to head back to court after the rapper accused his estranged wife of gatekeeping their child. Now, Radar Online obtained documents stating that Jeezy is seeking a hearing with May. He stated that the pair agreed to informal visitation with their daughter Monica, but May had not been holding up her end of the deal. Now, the rapper's lawyer stated the lack of consistency, continuity, and stability inherently associated with such a haphazard and fluid parenting time schedule is, stressful to the child, and it has, as is unfortunately inevitable with all families in transition, created unnecessary tension and confusion regarding not only parenting time, but also in regards to each parent's role and rights when the child is in their respective custodies. Okay. Now, Jeezy stated that although May is making it difficult for him to visit their child, he doesn't believe that she's intentionally being malicious. The former talk show host interference with Jeezy's relationship with the child again, while not generated from or with malicious intent, is nevertheless causing confusion and tension between the parties and is working to stifle the development of Jeezy's relationship with the child. The motion reads, May had not publicly commented on the matter, and it says to still be fighting for their union as a family. Back in September, Jeezy filed for divorce, stating that the marriage had been irretrievably broken. Okay. So at this point, it just seems like from what it sounds like she's using the child as a pawn, amid them going through their divorce. And if that's what she's doing, then I don't agree with that. Like, girl, no matter what has gone down between you and your now, ex-husband, there was no need there is really no need for anybody to try to keep any kids away from anybody. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. Like, that's too much. Like, when people go to those lengths to try to keep the kids away from their fathers and stuff like that, it's a lot. Like, I never can agree with stuff like that. And people think that she's definitely you know, that she's definitely like being spiteful and hateful towards him. That's what the people are thinking in the comments, honey. But we're gonna move on to the next thing because Jeannie May said some stuff in regards to Jeezy, according to the neighborhood talk. So let me pull this up real quick so y'all can get into it. Now, Jeannie May claims that Jeezy allegedly cheated on her during their marriage. The prenup states that he has to pay up in the event of infidelity, honey. Now, the tea is actually hot. Now, yesterday they reported that Jeezy filed court papers to implement a custody schedule for his daughter with Jeannie May due to Jeannie allegedly keeping their daughter away from him. Well, now Jeannie is firing back at Jeezy with her own counterclaim that accuses him of being unfaithful in their relationship. Now, according to the documents obtained by TMZ, Jeannie's lawyer filed a motion that directly insinuates that Jeezy cheated on Jeannie and he will have to pay. Literally. Her lawyer writes, wife reserves the right to amend his to this counterclaim to add other grounds for divorce, but which wife does not wish to specify hearing at this time in the hope that this matter can be resolved without having to disclose such conduct publicly. Now, the wife further shows that the court should, oops, nope. How did I get there? That the court should enforce paragraph 8 of the prenuptial agreement regarding infidelity, which provides in part that in the event that either party engages in sexual relations, an emotional relationship, or is emotionally or sexually suggestive in communication with the third party via all forms of electronic communications, including but not limited to texting, sexting, FaceTiming, social media, or direct messages, shall result in significant financial penalty upon the adulterous party. In other words, Jeannie doesn't want to put all of their business out on Front Street, so she's trying to keep it cute, but essentially, she's asking the judge to award her money in the divorce due to the infidelity clause in their prenuptial agreement. She didn't provide any details about who he cheated on her with or when, but it's clear that she wants that bag. All right, so let's look at some of the comments down here. All right, so some people are stating, so y'all believing her? I think she cheated and she's spinning it. Someone said, all I all I say is that if she's moving like this, I understand why the marriage didn't work. Unequally yoked. He has yet to speak negatively about her and tried to keep the details vague. But here's this. I digress. The dope boys go crazy. It's cheaper to not even get married. This is what he gets for being the dark meat on the side. This is what he wanted, though. Y'all sound so crazy. Why he foul if he cheated? Because he doesn't want to be with her. Like, are y'all really so accustomed to people cheating on each other and causing pain just to stick around with the mother that they don't even want to be with? What the is the logic y'all are using? Jeannie, don't get jump, boo. We don't play about him. So she was fighting for a cheating man. That don't sound like ancient Chinese secret to me. So he cheated and he left. Okay. So that's pretty much all of the things that people are saying in the comments. Now, when I heard that he was the one who filed for the divorce, I was very shocked because I was like, okay, well, at the same time, I was like, well, maybe they just wasn't having because they didn't say nothing about cheating at the time. So I was like, well, maybe it could be a situation where they probably grew apart and things just wasn't working. But now they're cheating. Now we find out that somebody cheated, and now the mudslinging begins. So now that he done filed papers about the custody stuff, she done struck back and said that he cheated on her, and she wants the money. So it feels like it's about to get real messy, and that's what I did not want for them at all. Because it seemed like they were really happy with one another. And when when the news of the divorce came out, we really didn't hear that much about what really happened. So I was like, okay, they're trying to move real clean and not really cause a lot of, you know, chitter chatter. But now it looks like there will be some chitter chatter at this point because she didn't put it all out there now about him supposedly cheating on her. In due time, we'll find out what really went down. So here we go for the last story of the night, and that is Miss Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson. Okay, so we're about to go ahead and get into that. Now, Keke Palmer has called off her restraining order with the baby daddy to handle the matter privately, but both have agreed to attend mediation. Now, it looks like Keke Palmer will be handling everything with her alleged abusive baby daddy privately after blasting him in public documents. According to Radar Online, they both have agreed to handle everything away from the public eye. They were scheduled for a restraining order meeting on December the 5th, but both postponed. Per the report, the hearing was scheduled for Keke to make her case for why her temporary restraining order should be permanent. Keke and Darius stated in the new documents that they plan to attend mediation together. If you recall, Keke accused Darius of emotional abuse and more. All right? Listen, that's her business, and that's it. Okay? Now, she want to look. I'm not even finna sit up here and get myself all upset and hot and bothered about the whole thing. You know why? Because that's her business. That's her decision. If she want to sit up here and do this, that's on her. All right? But this ain't nothing new. We see this shit all the time. And what I mean by this ain't nothing new, it ain't nothing new. We see this shit all the time. We see women that do stuff like this. Like we see women that be in domestic disputes, domestic situations, and then they wind up right back with the person that dogged them out. And it's really unfortunate that we're seeing this. And I don't know what's on Keke's mind right now. I don't know if she's just doing this for the sake of their child and still want, even though he abused her or did her dirty, she still wants Darius to be a part of their child's life. I mean, I really don't know what to say about that. But I'm not liking the idea of her doing that because I've been going up for her. I don't like the way that people are trying to make her out to be the culprit, making her out to be the liar of this whole thing, making her out to be the bad guy. I don't like that. So I'm just trying to understand her position here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to understand her position. And it's hard to really understand her position when she's doing this. Honestly, it's hard to understand her position. But we'll figure it out. I try to see about it. I try to understand it. But baby, it's hard to understand when you're doing this type of shit. Okay. But y'all, that's really all I got. It ain't nothing to talk about right now. You know, like last night's live was really, really good. I enjoyed it. But you know, this, like I said, this was supposed to be live, but I was like, I just want to drop something today. It ain't nothing to talk about really, but let's, I just said, let me put these little topics together and see. Because Tremel and Nikki wanted to join me on live, but I'm like, it ain't nothing to talk about. So what the fuck are we going live for? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's all I got for Yes for the Mess for tonight. But before we go, let's pay some bills before we get up out of here. Now, make sure you guys support our very own Tremel. He's a part of the Chasing panel, and he has done guest appearances on Boys Night Out season 3 before. So with that being said, and he's one of my great friends, one of my closest friends. Be sure to support his brand new single. It's called Long Days. It's available everywhere. Make sure you guys stream it, purchase it, do all that good stuff because my boy got some good music. All right. So make sure you guys get into that. Also, be sure to tune in and support Bando. Okay, he has a brand new single out called Bando's Dream. It is now available on Spotify, Apple Music, as well as YouTube. And also be sure to also support Bando's brand new other new song called DUI. It's available now everywhere. Stream it, purchase it, YouTube it, do all of that. With that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.